Well, as long as they're doing that in the movie, I have one thing to say. Dear white people, stop whitewashing characters in movies that are based off of biblical stories. So, Dear White People is a satirical drama film directed by Justin Seaman. It stars Tyler James Williams, Tessa Thompson, Teyonah Parris, Brandon Bell, Peter Stuyvesant, and Dennis Haysbert. Are you in good hands? The premise is about 4 African American students at an Ivy League college where a riot breaks out over an African American themed party thrown by white students. Now, this film is based off of a fake trailer that gained a lot of popularity. The film is also been getting a lot of recognition from the independent film festivals, including the Sundance Film Festival, which is where the film was released for the first time, and then recently it got a wide release. Now, personally, I like seeing young black filmmakers, like myself, make a movie independently and it gets a lot of recognition. And then after that point, they're on their way to becoming the next Spike Lee or John Singleton or even Tyler Perry. Especially for a film that focuses on real controversial topics like this movie did. Now, how is this film? Well, I remember when I saw the trailer, I saw Tessa Thompson's character saying, "Dear white people, a minimum requirement of black people needed to not seem racist has been raised to 2. Sorry, but your wee man Tyrone doesn't count." When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's funny. And then throughout the trailer, she just kept going, "Dear white people this, dear white people that." When I heard all that in the trailer, I thought to myself, alright, this is about to be real good. Now, granted, I also thought that throughout this movie was just going to be white bashing, like, dear white people, this, that, and the third, dear white people, that, and the third. And I'd just be sitting there like, yep, I agree with that, yep, I totally agree, yep, that's how I feel sometimes. I thought I was going to be like that. No, it wasn't like that. It actually goes deeper than that. One of the strengths of this film is watching these 4 black students and watching their stories intertwine with each other. You got Tessa Thompson's character, who is this black activist type girl, who is also the head of the traditionally black residence hall. She sets up a college campus culture war that challenges conventional notions of what it means to be black. But throughout all of that, she's also not what everyone thinks she is. Brandon Bell's character is the head of the house. He's also the son of the university's dean, who's played by Dennis Haysbert. He defies his father's expectations by applying to join the college's influential humor magazine. Teyonah Parris plays Coco Corners. She tries to use the controversy on the campus to carve out her career in reality TV. But the biggest surprise to me in this film was Tyler James Williams. He's a dude with a big afro and he's recruited by the all-white student newspaper to go undercover to write about black culture. He's having a hard time trying to find his place at the school. I was really intrigued with him in this movie, and he has a long career ahead of him. As long as he picks all the right parts that are for him, I'm telling you, he has a big career ahead of him. So good job, Tyler James Williams. You've come a long way from Everybody Hates Chris. I was also really feeling the cinematography of this film. I'm telling you, the way this film was shot, it made me feel like I was actually in the school. There was a bunch of dialogue and jokes that were so clever that it's probably going to take more than one watch to get them. I like movies with good dialogue, and it's always good to watch a movie more than once to find something new in it every time. My favorite part of this film was the climax, because everything leading up to the climax was the perfect way of bringing it all home. And I just love the way they handled it. I do advise that you stay during the credits because the credits do justify the climax of the movie. In the end, I really enjoyed Dear White People. It was really insightful and thought-provoking. It was shot very well, and no one in the movie did a shit job playing their roles in the film. These are the kind of African-American movies I want to see because, honestly, this movie felt like Spike Lee in his prime. As of now, this movie stands as one of my favorites of the year. It's not my #1 favorite. #1 is X-Men Days of Future Past. But I put Dear White People as #2 of one of my favorites of the year because Dear White People is an A++. That's it for the day. You like what you see? Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my other channel. The links are in the description below. And be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. And be sure to check out my website, as well as my rundown videos. Peace.